Hi, Celine here. I'm a registered dietitian, I'm author of Fast Food for Sustained Energy, I'm a regular media columnist, and I have a passion for corporate wellness. Today I'd like to chat about 5 superfoods. Now, I often get asked, what are the best foods to eat? And really, there aren't superfoods, but there is such a thing as a super diet. So in general, if 80% of the time you're eating really good for you foods, then you're doing great. But if you wanted to say choose 5 foods that are really healthy and make sure that you're adding them into your diet, I would say that the first one would be oats. Now when I say oats, it's not the super processed instant ones that you just open up and add water and then eat. It's rather rolled or unprocessed raw oats. Oats are quite high in a fiber called soluble fiber, which may help to lower cholesterol. Oats are also low GI, which means that they're slow releasing, so they keep you fuller for longer. So if you're wanting to trim down on your waistline, if you're really busy and you just want to have a good breakfast that's going to keep you going and energetic for 3 or 4 hours, go for a bowl of rolled oats. Another great superfood would be walnuts. Walnuts in particular, because they're quite high in omega-3, and I'm sure you've heard that omega-3 is an essential fat that's really good for us. But now I don't want you to sit down this afternoon and eat a kilogram of walnuts, because then you're going to take in far too many kilojoules and calories. Even though walnuts are a good source of healthy fats like omega-3 and monounsaturated fats, a correct portion is about a handful, about 10 walnuts or so. So you could have them as a snack. You could also, what I often do is I crumble them and then I sprinkle them on top of salad. It's quite interesting, the different texture that you get on a salad when you add something like crushed walnuts to it. A third superfood would be tomatoes. Why tomatoes? Well, tomatoes have got an antioxidant in them. That is something that really helps with combating the effects of aging, for instance. And that antioxidant is called lycopene. What's interesting though is that it's quite difficult for your body to use or absorb the lycopene unless the tomato is cooked, which is a great thing for anybody who loves Italian food, because I can't think of an Italian pasta or pizza or dish that doesn't include some kind of tomato puree, which is cooked tomato. And ideally, if you've cooked the tomato using a little bit of oil, like olive oil, that's even better. So try and include some tomato in your cooking as well. Then a fourth superfood would be avocado. Now we know avocados are good for us, but generally ladies, or those of us wanting to diet, we tend to stay away from it because so many of these fad diets tell us that, whoa, avocado is so fattening. That is so untrue. Any food, if you eat it in the correct portions, can form part of a healthy, balanced lifestyle, and that certainly stands true for avocado. Avocado is high in vitamin E and monounsaturated fats. And there's some studies that have shown that groups of people that have included avocado in their diet tend to lose more weight than those that don't. But I wouldn't want you to eat the whole avocado 2 or 3 times a day. The idea is to have half or a quarter of an avocado. That would provide about 10 to 15 grams of fat, and then include that in a salad, or maybe what I often do is I mash avocado on a slice of rye bread with a little bit of ground salt and pepper, and that's a quick breakfast to go. So that's a nice idea to include this superfood into your diet. Then the last but not least, 5th superfood that I would recommend would be berries. Berries, especially the ones that are dark blue and bright red, like raspberries and blueberries, are packed with those very good for you compounds, antioxidants. And you really want to try and get in as much of those as possible because they just boost your health, like from every aspect. Help your brain, your immunity, your heart, your skin, help you feel good. So what I do is I keep berries frozen in my freezer because I generally find berries are quite pricey and they're not always available. And then when I buy them, I forget that they're in my fridge, or I just have 2 or 3 crazy days. And then when I get a chance to eat them, they're just not that fresh anymore, and I end up throwing them out. If you use the frozen variety, they're always there. And let's say you're rushing out in the morning and you're going to take 1 or 2 minutes to make a smoothie, you can add in a handful of frozen berries. It not only makes the smoothie bright pink and purple, which kids love, by the way. They think it's like a pink milkshake. But then it also adds a whole lot of packed good for you nutrition. So there you go. if I were to say 5 superfoods for today, I would say try and include these 5 foods into your diet on a daily basis. Oats, berries, tomato, avocado, nuts like walnuts, and then you're really good to go. I'd love to share more tips like this with you. So please find me on my blog at celineerasmus.com. Please join the Wellculator community on Facebook, where I share regular daily updates and inspiration, and where I encourage people to ask me questions and help me to help you boost your energy, lose or manage your weight, and improve your health.